What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Just Jake Reviews, where I review albums, movies, and sports games. And today we are back with another movie review. Last review I did of a movie, I did The Notebook, specifically for Valentine's Day. And before that, I did a movie called The Ritual, which is a Netflix horror movie. Today, this video was not planned at all. I was not planning on making a YouTube review of this movie that I just watched recently. But I figured this movie is relatively known for being a trash good movie, almost like a guilty pleasure. So yeah, here I am today reviewing it, even though I think it's actually not as bad as people say it is, which is why I'm reviewing it. So today's review is going to be the 1979 Captain America movie. This is an old school, once again, Captain America movie from 1979, and yeah, it is regarded as one of the worst comic book movies of all time. And people also like it for that reason. There's a lot of videos on YouTube saying it's like a joke movie, like a funny, bad, good movie, guilty pleasure. And I would have to agree. So that's why today I'm going to review it. So let's get into it. Captain America is a 1979 American made-for-television superhero film, loosely based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, directed by Rod Holcomb and starring Reb Brown. The film was followed by the sequel, Captain America 2: Death Too Soon, also released in the same year. Although this was not a widely seen made-for-television film, it influenced the comic books in a few ways, such as Steve Rogers' choice of personal vehicles and his skill as a talented and educated artist in penciling illustration. So once again, just like the Wikipedia article said, there is a sequel to this movie that came out the exact same year called Captain America 2: Death Too Soon, which I did also watch that one literally last night and a little bit this morning. And I'm not going to review that one, I'm just reviewing the first one, but that movie is actually awful. That movie is way worse than this first movie. Do not watch the sequel. Don't. But anyways, this movie, Captain America, stars Reb Brown, who plays Steve Rogers. And you could tell from the beginning that they're not really, like the MCU in the 2010, 2011, I don't know when the first Avenger came out. But obviously, Chris Evans is Steve Rogers. He starts off as a pretty skinny dude. He wants to enlist, and they're like, but we're not taking you because you're too skinny. You look like you're on a diet for 5 years. And Reb Brown in this movie is already fit. He's completely jacked. Like, the Captain America is completely jacked out of his mind. I'm like, man, okay, so this is not going off the first Avenger at all. Obviously, in my opinion, because this movie's older, but I've seen the first Avenger first. You know what I mean? So I was like, wow, this guy's really jacked. And pretty much what this movie is apparently he says that this guy is a Marine, which makes sense, but I don't see anything about him being a Marine in this movie at all. So yeah, he pretty much goes to a lab. I think he works at a lab, also with him being a Marine. And these guys spill some oil on the road, and he gets into a really bad car accident. He drives a van, a big van. He gets into a car accident, and they have no idea what to do with him because he should have been dead, let's be honest with you. Bad car accident, he should have died in the movie. I'm also going to say one thing. I understand it's 1979 and the budget wasn't absolutely crazy for this movie, but why does every single person sound like they're lip-synced? Like, every single person, it sounds like they're dubbing. It's like, how is it dubbing? The movie's in English. It's like, you shouldn't be dubbing. But they are, because I don't know if Reb Brown's, his voice does not match what he looks like. The doctor in the movie, I forget his name, the doctor in the movie, his voice does not match his face. So, looks like it's lip-synced. So pretty much what they want to do, especially with the doctor, is that they want to run tests on him. They pretty much give the old hamster/gerbil in a box method where it's like, hey, you put the cheese on this side and the gerbil or mouse will run and get the cheese. They want to do something like that to him. And immediately he gets offended. I don't blame you. If you're treating me like a rat, what are you doing in front of me? Once again, going off what this guy looks like, I know he said he's jacked at the very beginning of the movie. This guy literally looks like a rejected Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, this guy could have played every single Arnold role perfectly fine. Like, they're almost twins. This is who auditioned to be Terminator, but then they said, no, we want Arnold. I would not be shocked if that was true. And the man died, twice. He should have been dead twice in the movie. But, it's a movie, so of course no one dies, No one dies. Bad car accident, freaking plane. No, of course not. One of the big, first fight scenes you see in this movie is Reb Brown as Steve Rogers. Not even Captain America yet. Steve Rogers, he's in a meat packing building. and these guys want to kill him with pistols. So he pushes over big things of meats, big hanging meats. They fall like dominoes and they kill people. But I know the meats are heavy, but there's no way you're dying from that. Unrealistic. Therefore, this meatpacking fight was very stupid. And probably the worst scene in the movie. Okay, so the movie, right? Captain America. That's what the movie is. Superhero. He is literally Captain America for, I want to say, maybe less than a half hour of the movie. The movie's 2 hours. I don't know how this movie's 2 hours. The sequel's like an hour 30, which is reasonable. This movie should be like an hour 20. He is literally Captain America for maybe 20 minutes in the movie. Like, you don't see enough of Captain America. Also, his suit sucks. His suit's bad. And can we just talk about how his shitty-ass shield looks like a frisbee you would throw your child? It looks like a giant frisbee or a sled you use to sled ride. Like, the thing's made out of plastic. Don't say it's not. It's made out of plastic. They literally made a shield out of plastic. I guess you can make an argument for the suit being okay, but they definitely improved. That's kind of all really I had to say about this movie. I didn't really write like a whole lot of notes down. A lot of boring characters in the movie. There are obviously some boring scenes. I'm not saying this movie is really good, like at all actually. This movie's fine. And overall, I would say this movie is not as bad as people say it is. People make this movie out to be way worse than it actually is. This movie is, it's a fun time watch if you want to watch a cringy bad superhero movie, but it's nothing crazy. So yeah, my thoughts on Captain America 1979 is not my cup of tea, but it is for some people. You know, it's just not for me. You guys should be very happy I'm not reviewing the sequel, because the sequel is dog shit awful. Sorry if that wasn't the most in-depth review. I just wanted to, you know, make another movie review, because I feel like I'm not doing enough of them. And yeah, I'm on pretty good pace. I think I'm pretty consistent with my videos, but we're making pretty good pace, you know? I uploaded a sports video today. By the way, go on the channel and check that out. It was me talking about the Four Nations face-off. It is kind of a long video, but whatever. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's going to be an album review, and then this video will probably come out on Monday. But anyways, that's going to be all for today's review of Captain America 1979. Once again, not my cup of tea, but if you like dumb superhero movies, this is for you. But anyways, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.